All right, here we are, July 7th. What is it? Friday, July 7th. Okay, this is a bobbin case holder. This is a bobbin case holder here, this inside part. That's where your bobbin case clips in. That, and the outside of this is your hook. Right here is your hook. Now, the bobbin case, there's the little slot right there that the nub on the feed dog fits into to keep the bobbin case from spinning around. Because if that little nub isn't in there, or if you put it back and the this thing doesn't turn very well, it's not a very good hook, that's why I replaced it. If the nub isn't in there holding that, if it's like over here, this will want to spin around, and that's not going to work good for you, because the bobbin, or wait, the holder, the bobbin case holder needs to be at the top, so that slot in there, see that little slot underneath there, behind here? Here, let me point a little better. This slot is where the needle goes down in, right here, this slot right there. So this, the nub has to be in this little groove here, so the needle can go up and down in that little slot when the hook, which is this part right here, that is the hook. That's going to be rotating around. The nub is going to be holding the bobbin case holder from spinning as this comes around. When you're adjusting this, you don't have your feed dog in there and the little nub isn't holding it. So your bobbin case wants to spin around with the wheel, or with the hook here. So when you turn your wheel, the hook is going to go this way. It's going to go up, and it's going to turn and rotate like that. And it's going to come up, and you want the needle and the bobbin case holder to be at the top, and you're going to want that hook to go into that little flat spot on the needle right there above the hole, that little tiny flat spot right there. When that needle is going down into the bobbin case, see the flat spot there, and it just comes up 2 millimeters, just 2 millimeters. That's going to put a little bit of slack in the thread there and make a little loop, and that's when the hook needs to swing right by that needle, just barely touching it, and it's going to grab that thread and send it around the bobbin case and the bobbin, and that's going to make your stitch. So the bobbin case is going to be spinning around. You're going to need to hold that to the top, but like I said, just run the needle all the way down, turn your wheel until the needle hits bottom, and then turn it just like, I don't know, maybe a quarter or half inch of the wheel, and it'll just lift that needle up just enough to where, here, let's see if I can, no, that's the back side. The hook is actually right where you can't see it. The hook is, let's see if I can get a focus on here. The hook is right there. That's the end of the hook. So you want, I know she's texting me. So you want your hook to be, I can't move this, hang on. This thing is really gummed up with something. Okay, so there. Okay, and I got it to the right spot, I believe. Okay, so the hook, which is, oh, come on. There's the hook right there. There's the groove, the top of the bobbin case holder. You're going to want your needle, it'll be down inside the bobbin case. It'll be coming back up right when the hook gets to that flat spot of the needle. That's where you want it, right there. Now, when you sent me that picture, the needle was in the right spot. It was up at the top. It was down inside the bobbin case, but your hook was like, if that's the top, your hook was like way down here in the front. There's your hook. The hook is this part right there. So your hook needs to go like up a quarter of a turn all the way to the top. The needle, the hook, and that little slot there, that little nub, should be right about like that when the needle is just starting back up. That's about as simple as I can put it and showing you the piece without having to tear my machine apart. But yeah, you're going to need to take your top plate off. You're going to need to take the feed dog out, and I think the feed dog does have the nub on the bottom. The feed dog, or wait, no, there's another piece in there that holds the thing. But when you take the feed dog off, it comes out. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but yeah, the bobbin case is going to want to spin. Hold it and get the needle down in, and move it till the needle comes up, the 2 millimeters, and then rotate your hook around. And like I said, you're going to have to lift your machine up and down a couple times until you get that the hook rotated on the shaft to the right position, and then you can go in and fine tune it, and it's going to take you a little while.